Arise, O Lord. O God, lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked contemn God? He hath said in his heart, Thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. The poor committeth himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness, till thou find none. Psalm 10, 12-15. Psalm 10:12 shifts from describing wickedness to pleading for divine intervention. The psalmist calls God to action. Arise demands immediate response. Lift up thine hand requests visible power. Forget not the humble appeals to God's character. This verse teaches prayer's proper pattern. Start with God's glory, not your personal needs. The psalmist begins his petition with, O Lord, acknowledging divine authority before making his requests. Many prayers fail because they begin with our problems instead of our praise. The humble contrasts with the proud wicked described earlier. God remembers those who the world forgets. Luke 1:52 declares, He hath put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree. God's economy inverts human values. Verse 13 asks, Wherefore doth the wicked contemn God? He hath said in his heart, Thou wilt not require it. The psalmist questions why God allows blasphemy. The wicked contemn or despise God. They mock divine justice, believing Thou wilt not require it. Evil men wrongly believe God won't demand accountability. This verse addresses a common struggle. Why does God permit mockery? Why do blasphemers seem to prosper? The answer lies in God's patience, not his weakness. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. Verse 14 affirms God's knowledge of all things. Despite appearances, God sees everything. Beholdest means continuous observation. God watches mischief and spite. The Lord knows both actions and attitudes. To requite it with thy hand promises future judgment. This truth transforms our perspective. Injustice feels permanent when viewing only present circumstances, but faith sees further. Ecclesiastes 12:14 warns, For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Nothing escapes divine notice. The poor committeth himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. The passage continues by describing those who trust in God. Committeth means complete surrender. The poor and fatherless represent society's most vulnerable. They lack protectors on earth, but they find refuge in the Lord. James 1:27 defines true religion. Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction and to keep himself unspotted from the world. God's people must mirror his concern for the defenseless. Verse 15 intensifies the prayer. Break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. Break thou the arm requests God to destroy the power of the wicked. Arms symbolize strength. The psalmist asks God to render evil impotent. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none demands thorough judgment. Surface repentance won't suffice. God must expose and eliminate every trace of evil. This reflects holy hatred of sin, not personal vengeance. Romans 12:19 instructs, Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. These verses apply to us today. First, They validate righteous anger. Seeing injustice should disturb believers. Complacency toward evil reveals a spiritual numbness. Jesus showed holy anger when cleansing the temple. Second, they direct that anger in its proper direction. Instead of taking personal revenge, believers should pray for divine justice. Prayer channels frustration into faith. It acknowledges God's sovereignty while expressing genuine concern. Third, they encourage the oppressed. God sees and the Lord cares. He will act. Present suffering doesn't show divine abandonment. The poor and fatherless matter to God more than they can imagine. Fourth, they warn the wicked. Temporary success often breeds a false confidence. Every mockery gets recorded, each victim remembered, and all injustice demands divine retribution.